Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
After a big weekend, it was a hard act to watch Married at First Sight last night. I wanted to go to bed early, but I was up because it was commitment ceremony last night.
You know, we spoke to John Aiken last week, and I said, it doesn't seem right to me in this world where we're very concerned about coercion and bullying that someone can say they want to go from a toxic relationship, and if the other person says stay, they have to stay. But last night, those rules changed, didn't they?
In the case of Melissa and Josh, Melissa said she would stay and Josh said he wanted to leave. So John said, no, that's it. Josh has had enough. He's going to leave this. He's going to get out of the experiment. And it seemed intimacy was the problem. And usually in a marriage, it's the man that complains about the lack of intimacy. But we saw a reversal of roles and Josh's manhood being questioned.
Melissa, did you question his manhood?
When did I question your manhood? What did I say about your manhood?
You've said repeatedly, I need a man. I came here to meet a man.
Oh, yeah, I have said that.
So, is Josh not man enough for you?
I just feel like he's not a big, man. I don't feel protected by Josh, and I feel like I'm protecting him, and I feel no protection or love or support or anything from him. And it's not something I'm used to. I'm used to a man, I want a manly man.
Oh, God, she needs to stop talking.
Then the chaps had a discussion as to what actually makes a manly man.
I reckon one of the most frustrating things is when somebody says you're not a man. Like, what is a man? A man is someone who can really talk about their emotions and get deep and, be vulnerable. That's a man.
Yeah.
What a man isn't is someone who just wants to chop it up and not talk about anything. That's to me, that's not a man.
Yeah, so just not when you're chopping up your onions there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because I've often thought this with this show, is that women say they want a man who's vulnerable and caring and sensitive. And when it comes down to it, they still the women want to be vulnerable and be rescued by a strong man. It's
holding out for a hero stuff.
What do modern women want?
Well, then Melissa herself had this to say about intimacy
Also,
week.
too, I've got to say, intimacy night. During intimacy week, it was just sex. It was just a transaction. I didn't feel like it was a genuine thing. It wasn't how I imagined to have an amazing sex life with someone. It was just physical, and that was quite awful.
Crikey. This show is so weird, where you evaluate other people's appearance and now you evaluate how you feel they are in bed. It's so strange.
Yeah.
And that kind of broke him though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah. He broke
It's very
down.
hard to hear someone say that about yourself.
And I feel, in the case of Melissa, I feel that, a lot of that TV stuff that happens, if you're not used to being on TV, it can really blindside you as how you appear.
Well, she has said these words, but is that the context she was saying them? Who knows? We'll find out next because we're going to talk to Melissa.